Hello, hello. Severe weather Europe. I was talking about severe Europe or coming to Europe, and I stumbled across some predictions about the possible weather in Europe this year, but we will come to that later. Let's start off with this article that's a few days old already. I was thinking about making the video back then when it came out, but I didn't. And no, anyway, let's go into that. The strong air mass transport event is now bringing unusual temperatures into the polar circle, with anomalies reaching 30 degrees warmer than normal. The strong pressure systems in the subpolar regions are creating a wind tunnel from the North Atlantic into the polar circle. Now a strong movement of air is underway, creating unusual weather conditions both in and out of the polar regions. As you will also see, one of the factors that even allows such strong anomalies is also the Gulf Stream and the entire Atlantic Ocean circulation, AMOC. Spring begins. Yes, like I was talking about the spring equinox for a while, the Kursk magnetic anomaly and such. Looking first at the global temperature anomalies for March so far, we can see a large area of warmer than normal temperature over the western polar regions. As the warmer air moves into the polar regions, it usually means that colder air moves out. Yes. But some who are following, for example, suspicious observers, they probably know about those maps they provide and show us. But anyway, now we have read about this a bit. There's warm air going into the Arctic.
We have had a spring without mildness and a summer without heat. The month, which should have been maturing the crops, have been chilled by north winds. Rain is denied, and the reaper fears new frosts.
Yeah, let's listen to it again. It came as a bit as a surprise that it started so quickly, but this is the prediction I stumbled across, and I thought it's really interesting because probably you will soon understand why I think so. There is no sound actually. So now once again, sorry for my inability to use technical devices, but again, let's try. Listen closely.
We have had a spring without mildness and a summer without heat. The month, which should have been maturing the crops, have been chilled by north winds. Rain is denied, and the reaper fears new frosts.
Yes, they seem to be in contradiction. Hot air is flowing into the Arctic, obviously. Let's push the play button. And it's a bit of pity that I can't zoom out more. But anyway, you will notice a change happening. Here we have the high pressure system, which is lurking around at the Kursk magnetic anomaly position. It's moving back and forth, but it's basically at the same place. And now, obviously, here isn't that much heat anymore going into the Arctic, as we just seen before. And on the other side, it's already coming down. And now we are going into Wednesday. Here, still high pressure system. And it's sunny since few days, the Kursk magnetic anomaly jumped into gears. It's just sunny. A little bit of wind today, but sunny. And now we're on Thursday, going into Friday. And we are already 1 week approximately into the spring, which means there's more energy flowing into the northern hemisphere than in wintertime. So there is a change, a little bit of going on with the heat amount which is going into the Arctic. And this model has changed slightly since the last time I watched, because it started to build a barrier here somewhat, as we in a way can see here. It just turns around back south, and which also could mean if we get a barrier somewhere here and there's weather coming from there, it will push all the weather into Europe, and of course also England, Great Britain might experience really bad weather just in springtime, and you should put your crops into the ground. And if we quickly hop over to Noah, yeah, Noah, and have a look at solar cycle 25. The red line is the prediction. The black line is where we at. Way ahead of the cycle, or if you just somehow would project that line, it would probably go like that. I don't know. Or maybe even steeper. And and if you think about solar cycles and the sun's own cycles, 536 AD, it's approximately 1,500 years, which is the half of 3,000, which is half of 6,000, where we have Noah, which is the half of the 12,000 year cycle. And they are really nicely listed here on that list. Major cycle 12,000 years, quarter harmonic 1,500 years. Which leads us ultimately to the precession of the equinox on a bigger scale. Pisces, Aquarius. Like on this map, everywhere where you see those dots, here is some amount, here is just one on each side. These dots mean potentially civilization ending catastrophic events of the last 150,000 years or 6 previous great year cycles. We are here. There has been already 3 dots. So we might see some dragons awaken. These are really interesting times, tell you. That's on the left side is somewhere in Spain. And I think it's really nice. I leave it here. Thanks for watching. Bye.